Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's loose. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Throws it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's McCutcheon. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cox. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Gets it out fast. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. With the catch, it's McCutcheon.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Got a man, it's McCutcheon. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
To the air, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cox. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Fighting off the defender. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Fights off a defender. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback run up to and sacked at the 12.
Great job by pass defense defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for the quarterback to throw into and getting pressure on the QB, making them pay every time they drop the quarterback back to throw.
He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Got his man quickly. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Larson. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him! Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He wants to throw it. Under fire. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's McCutcheon. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's McCutcheon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here come the Irish back on offense. The give to the tailback. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Carr. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off to the races. Touchdown, Irish! They take the lead with the 6. For that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good... Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Hudson. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the outside. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's got it on the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The lone back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
They've got the screen set up. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They've got the lead here in the fourth. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's loose down the middle. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going with the ground game left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the lone running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes, and here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
Looking to throw on third. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Notre Dame, once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Wilcox. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Carr. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Hudson. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Lost the fire on second down. Hit as he throws. Got a man in the middle. And they're able to make the tackle.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to go up top on first down. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
He's got it. They convert the two, and they take the lead here in the 4th. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure coming. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish the interception as the clock reaches 0. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more